Welcome to another counseling outreach section. This is Royal Counseling Outreach, and I still remain your online counselor. My name is Rachel. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and of course follow us on all our social media platforms. Today we are going to be talking on career, and we are going to be diversifying on some careers that are existing that we do not know, or we know but are not usually talked about. First of all, let's define career. Career is a course that you intend taking in the future to attain a particular profession. So let's go into career choice. Career choice are the decisions you take in attaining a particular profession based on some factors. So we are going to be itemizing those factors to you. One of such factor is interest and passion. When you pick a career that you don't really have interest in, but just because your friends are going into such career, or you are saying, okay, my uncles, my aunties are doing fine in that career, and you decide to go into it because of what you have seen other adults choosing or going into, you are making a wrong step. You are not following your own path. That is number one. Number two of such is skills. What are you skilled in doing? Some people just are skilled with handcraft. Some people are skilled with creativity. You have to look at what you are skilled in. Number three is your strength and weakness. That's your academic strength and weakness. Academically, if you want to go into science and you notice you're not good at sciences, please do not pick a career that is diverting into sciences. You have to be well informed. We often advise that when choosing a career, you need to see a career counselor. You need to see a counselor to help you, to guide you in picking a career. You don't just dabble into a career, because the career you pick today will determine your tomorrow. Four of such factor is belief and value. This is often not talked about, but it's also essential. If you come from a religious background or some ethnic group where they believe that you are not supposed to go into certain professions, it affects your choices in making a career choice. Because once you have that belief and values in you, you'll be guided in choosing a career. There are some individuals that created their own belief and values for themselves. Some people don't just see themselves going into some careers because it's against their own belief. So you have to look into that. That's another essential factor of picking a career. Number five is job opportunity or job market. You have to go into a career that is sellable, that is sourced for. You don't go into a career that in your immediate environment they are not needed or they are not sourced for. That's why I said in this career outreach, I'm going to be talking of some existing careers that people don't really talk about, but they actually exist, and some careers that are in existence but people don't know about. I'm going to serve as an eye-opener to some of those careers. You hear that most people, when you ask them what they want to become, they just say, I want to become a medical doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a banker, I want to become a pilot. They just feel those are the existing careers. There are so much more careers that you can go into that people don't really talk about. You have to look at the marketability of the job you are going into. You don't end up finishing your university and at the end of the day you are jobless. Number six, we are going to be talking about financial stability and earning potentials. When picking a career choice, you have to look at the financial stability and the earning potentials at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what am I going home with? What are the incomes that comes with it? Am I just picking a career that at the end of the day I wouldn't be financially buoyant to live an average life? You have to consider that in making a career choice. And of course, number seven is preference and lifestyle. When picking a career, you have to look at your lifestyle and your preference. You have to compare it together. Your lifestyle cannot be A and your job or the career you venture into is Z. You have to balance it. Meaning, when picking a career choice, you have to look at your lifestyle. If you are the type that wants to be dressed in a corporate way, in a white collar way, you go into careers that best suit that kind of outfit. And if you are the type that want to always dress in uniform, you go into careers that best suit into wearing uniform. You have to look at your lifestyle in order to pick a career. Then the last number is career counseling. Before you venture into any career, please see a counselor to help in enlightening you, to serve as an eye-opener. The counselor can help you in picking a career that best suits your interests, that best suits your strengths and weaknesses, that best suits the marketability of job opportunities now, and of course that best suits your lifestyle and your preference. We're going to be talking of some careers that are in existence that are usually not talked about in the society when talking about career counseling. Number one is entertainment. When talking of entertainment, entertainment is wide, it's large. Let's talk of music. We're going to be looking at the life of Davido. We're going to look at the life of Falz, the bad guy. We're going to be looking at Simi Sola. We're going to be looking at Yemi Alade. We're going to be talking of Nini. We're going to be talking of Tenny. We're going to be talking of Whiskey, Burna Boy, and please you can list so others. Looking at all those people, they are doing fine in their own field. That's a career that is usually not talked about during career counseling, that is actually in existence. Number two is sports. Sport is under entertainment. Some people don't usually talk about sports. When you see that your child has interest in athletes, you don't talk about it. That's part of it. We see the life of Ronaldo, we see Messi, and so others. Please, you can Kanu Uncle. You can help me keep. You can help me list them. They are also doing fantastic in their own field. So those are part of the existing careers that are usually not talked about. Then we can also, under entertainment, we can also talk about golf. Yes, we can talk about golf. We can talk about Tiger Woods. It's also existing now, and please you can help me list as many as you can. So those are some existing careers that are doing fantastically good, that are not usually talked about, that are in existence, that you can encourage your ward or your child into going with the child's interest. And number two of some careers that are in existence that are not usually talked about is information communication technology. That has to do with sciences. So if you intend going to such career, you should be a science student to be able to diversify into that kind of career. Information and technology, it's a really sellable career that is in existence now, but people don't really know about it, or people know about it but it is commonized, but it is sellable, it is marketable, it's in existence. So when picking a career, you should be able to look into some existing careers like so. You have programming, JavaScript writer, they are doing fantastic. That you can be an art student, you can be a science student, you can be a business student before you can go into that. It's also a sellable career now in existence that people do not really talk about, but it's in existence and it's sellable. Just as we have civic engineering, we also have software engineering. They deal with software. They are also very, very sellable. There are also some existing careers that you can go into, and you have to be a science student to go into such. Agriculturing has been in existence since a very long time, but people don't really talk about it. People just commonize it as farmer. No, it is sellable. Trust me, it is a wonderful career that is essential in the society. And have catering, but people don't really talk about catering. They just see it as something you can just decide to use as side hustle. It's a career. People are going into it big time. It's becoming widely known. The life of Hilda Basil, the chef, she's into catering. So those are some careers you can go into, and they are sellable. Cybersecurity is also in existence. That has to do with science and technology. Cybersecurity is becoming very essential in every organization, so that your software, your programs, and your informations would not be hacked due to cyber crimes existing now. So cybersecurity is also an essential career that is needed, that people do not know, and this is an information that serves as an eye opener for you to know about these careers that are in it. Have data analyst. It's usually not talked about, but every organization needs them. So if you go into data analyst, you can't be jobless. It's also a marketable and a sellable job opportunity that are in existence now in our society now, but people don't usually talk about it. We also have renewable energy specialists. Those are people that deals with solar and wind, or solar/wind energy supply. You see all those people that help in installing your solar, they are called renewable energy specialists. It's gradually becoming a known source of energy, so that is also an occupation you can go into that has to do with technology, tech. The next one is telecommunication engineering. That is also an existing career. You see all this MTN, you see all this Glo, you see all this Airtel, Etisalat, all those people in charge of their mass. They are also an engineer. They are called telecommunication engineering. Those are into tech. They are into tech. So those are some existing careers you can dabble into, and it is sellable, trust me. Next one that we're going to be talking about is content creating, such as what I'm doing now. That is creating of content and market acting. These days they use content creators to market or sell products. They are also an occupation that are very sellable. If you want to be a content creator, you can study art. That's, you can be in an art class, you can be in a business class / commercial. You are very good at going into content creating if you study either of these two. We also have caregivers. Research has shown that most Nigerians, after relocating or after doing that normal Japan level, they end up being a caregiver in another country. Caregiving is also a career, but usually it is commonized because they don't see it as a professional course. But trust me, it's a professional course, because once you japa or once you go into another foreign country, before you can start a caregiving service, you have to go into some intense information or some intense class routine. So before you can just dabble into caregiving, you have to be informed on how to carry it out. So caregiving is also an occupation, but it's not usually encouraged in Nigeria, or it is not usually recognized in Nigeria, but that is an occupation. Trust me, in Nigeria, if you decide to open an organization that has to do with caregiving of old people, adults, you're going to make it. That is a sellable and a market. We also have psychoanalysts. These are people who examine or treat people using psychoanalytic theories or ways. They help in dealing with the conscious and unconscious mindset of individuals. We can call them psychiatrists and treaters. We can call them psychologists. Those deals with mental health of some individuals. And we also have guidance and counseling. These are people who help in modifying behaviors and changing people's ideology or mindset from being irrational to rational. And here we come to the end of today's outreach of career choice. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course follow us on all our social media platforms at About.Career Counseling Outreach. I still remain your online counselor. My name is Rachel. Bye bye.